Secret network. So, Secret's had a bit of a rough run. Obviously, there was a lot of attacks on privacy coins by the EU government. So the price has had a proper tumble. Now they've kind of shifted a little bit of focus, but I'm going to take a look at where things are at and potentially, what hurdles have they got coming up. Now, before I get into any of that, if you're new here, this spreadsheet shows the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. Now, in the videos, I showed myself buying up these coins. These were cryptos that I thought would do very, very well, make a lot of money, which is obviously why I bought them. And these are what they were worth when I recorded and released the vids. And these are the highs these cryptos hit 16 months on, and what your profits would have been from $100 into these coins. 100 into each in that time would have made you over 123 grand. Now, the thing is you don't have 16 months. We're in a bull cycle right now. Bitcoin keeps going to new highs. Altcoin season is here, or at least around the corner. And if you've got coins that you're not happy with, or you don't own any cryptos, get onto copymycrypto.com. Have a read through the site. This is the site that I run where I share every single coin I own with my members. So when I'm ready to buy or sell any crypto, I tell my members the crypto that I'm going to be buying or selling, the price that I'm going to be buying or selling at. So all my members get in and out of coins, same price as me, meaning they make the same profit and they don't have any work to do at all. And if you go onto my site, you'll see some of the profits my members have made. You can see some of my past successes. These are public record. Go onto the old videos on this channel, you can verify them all. But like I say, pause the video, read through this whole site. And if you like what you see and you want to hear more, whether the daily market updates that I give my members, which if you're a trader will give you a trading edge, or if you are simply interested in the coins that I think are going to be the big winners of this bull cycle, all you have to do to find out about any of them is join up on the site. Now, Secret. So, Secret, it's weird, sitting at 70 million market cap right now. It was doing really well back in 2021, hit highs of over $10, so it's like a 50th of that. It's like got to go up 50 times to get to that now. Now, it's a layer 1 blockchain. It's built on Cosmos. It uses TEE technology. And this is to ensure all input, output, and state are encrypted by default. Now, this approach actually is the fastest, most efficient form of confidential computing. So the smart contracts are called secret contracts and allow dApps to use private data on the secret, similar to how smart contracts operate elsewhere, but these are private by default. They also launched their SDK, which uses TE-enabled GPU hardware, and that's integrated with the layer 1 blockchain, so it unlocks privacy-preserving decentralized AI. Now, a lot of potential there. They also have deep AI agents, proprietary AI business models, and more. So, thanks to work like building on Cosmos, obviously, because of the inter-blockchain communication protocol, they have the ability to have further integrations with tons of different projects, all of which were built with the IBC. They also have privacy-preserving smart contracts for public blockchains like Ethereum or Ethereum virtual machine networks, as well as Solana. And they're trying to be the confidential computing hub of Web3 and AI. Now, it is a global permissionless network, so anyone can contribute, but the core development team was the founders of Secret Labs, which was Guy Ziskind, who's one of the most cited authors on blockchain privacy, and Alex Zadelson. Now, there's been a few companies that have and projects that are associated with Secret, which you can read here. Now, Secret right now, as I said, the focus is on the future of private AI, and that's probably not a bad pivot. It was originally the first privacy-preserving network with smart contracts, and it was built to build dApps that are decentralized, as I said, and that's actually an important thing. And I don't think enough people are aware of that. There is a huge importance to having private dApp, or privacy within dApps. If you are a company that wants your own dApp, you want the transactions and everything that occurs on that to be private. You don't want your competition to be able to see on a bloody immutable ledger what's happening in your business. That gives your competitors an edge, which is not what you would want. So that is a real important feature. Now, let's have a look at the dashboard. Now, we can have a look at so the dApps are all what we were on just a second ago. So these are all the dApps that I've built upon Secret. No, not all dApps as well. Some are tools and stuff. It's not an enormous network yet, but I do think it has potential to become an enormous network. Now, in terms of, come on, there we go. So in terms of network, daily interactions aren't great. You're talking about 1,000 or so per day of existing wallets that interact with Secret. In terms of contracts used, you're looking at a few hundred a day. Transactions over time, again, per day, you're looking at maybe between 5 and 10,000. It's not great. So usage is kind of not fantastic here. And the problem is really as well that there's this privacy element. And that's not a problem for me personally. That's a problem, but that is a problem for governments. The EU went on a really aggressive policy-making sort of mission where they really highlighted concerns around privacy coins. Those concerns regarded money laundering, they regarded terrorism. They were the standard fear-mongering tactics governments use. And then they solidified that by really pressuring all exchanges in Europe to delist any privacy coins or any coins where you could not trace the original movement of the funds, which of course that is the case with something like Secret. So then, and we saw like a litany of big privacy coins being delisted in Europe. Now, Secret happens to still be on Binance. And that is worth noting. Still on Binance. But volume isn't good. I mean, it's not terrible, but it isn't great. A few million a day, it really doesn't do much more. Like when it's obviously rising, it's going to do more volume because that's what you see when a coin is rising. But in general, you're looking at maybe 1 million, 2 million a day. An occasional day is where it's a bit more, right? So there is potential that this could get delisted from Binance. There is. So you've just got to acknowledge that that is a possibility. Also, we don't really know where things are going to go with that privacy element within the US. I think it's highly unlikely we're going to see the US attack privacy coins. I just can't see a world that happens. Privacy seems to be it's certainly discussed as an important right within America. I think I always question how many people really give a toss about privacy because if they did, I think we would have seen far greater outrage when Snowden released all the sort of spying documents. So I don't think people care about privacy as much as they purport to. But I can't see a world that the US attacks privacy coins. Now, don't get me wrong. A large part of that is down to who's in office right now. Trump's very pro-crypto. And I don't think Trump is going to take the approach of it's not quite attacking people's rights, but it kind of is with the privacy coin. Even if the US government will attack that particular sector, I just can't see it. Maybe if the Democrats were in, I could see that. But right now, and even then, I'm not sure, to be honest. I think the US are a bit more pro that as an ideology or an idea. But make no mistake about it, if Binance delists this is going to fall off a cliff. It's going to fall off a cliff. And my concern is long-term is that I still think sooner or later all governments are going to start trying to attack privacy coins. I think that's an inevitability. And because of that, I think the long-term outlook on privacy coins is pretty bleak, because once they're delisted off of exchanges, it's very hard to trade them. And then there's a problem. You know, if there's no volume, why are you going to invest in it? So my long term, I really fear the outlook for privacy coins. In terms of this year, I think it's maybe get back to $1. In terms of a rally, you know, I do think there is a decent project here. Like, I really do. And I don't think you can overvalue the importance of privacy systems in place within dApps. That is going to be vital for actual businesses to enter into crypto sooner or later. So they're building something which is of importance. But yeah, the privacy element is always going to be a bit for me personally. That's my view, of course. Where do people stand on privacy coins in terms of, like, what's your honest thought on what governments are going to do with privacy coins? Is anyone concerned about their long-term future? If you are sitting on a crypto, by the way, that you have concerns about in terms of its long-term outlook, let me know in the comments. I'll do a review about it. If there's a privacy coin that you think is not getting enough love, let me know about it in the comments, and I'll do a review. And I'm really close to 90,000 subscribers on this channel. All I need is your help to get over that number. All you got to do is subscribe. It'll take you 2 seconds. You guys, look, we're in a bull cycle right now. If you're sitting on coins you're not happy with, if you've got cryptos that aren't making you money, have a look at copymycrypto.com. It's the site I run where I share every single coin I own with my members. When I'm ready to buy or sell any coin, I tell my members the coin, why I'm buying or selling, the price that I'm going to be buying or selling at. So my members get in and out of coins, same price as me. They make the same profit without any work at all. And if you go onto my site, you'll see some of the profits my members made, some of my past successes, all of which you can verify on this channel's history. And if you like what you see and you want to find out the cryptos I think are going to be the big winners of this cycle, the ones I'm buying, all you've got to do to find out about those coins is join up on the site. And if you do, I'll see you there. Otherwise, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.